So, plenty of strength and dexterity, some constitution, and a pinch of charisma. Oh, hello everyone, it's Crowd Games. We are preparing heroes for an adventure. Would you care to join us? The hero's path is challenging and thorny. You need to be not only a strong and brave adventurer, but also a wise seer. Charisma, by the way, also does not hurt, cause with a sour face you risk not going on an adventure at all. Well, who would bring along such a boring one? Not every hero has a bright past behind them. Someone used to be a murderer and traitor, someone came from distant lands, and some, for all their harsh appearance, is an excellent parent and mentor. So who are you taking on a journey? The only ones left are aristocratic orc, a pardoned elf, and a treasure-hunting halfling. Yes, there's plenty of choice, but you can only choose one if you want to prepare them for the journey. Also, you have to train them and get them equipment good enough to fight even with the most terrible monster. After you choose a character, you learn about their past, alignment, and class. An orc mentor and a druid too? We are just looking for such a person, someone. So, when you get acquainted with a character, take the money and start training them. Each player takes turns taking random dice from the bag, rolling them and arranging them on their character sheet in the spaces of their attribute rolls. The training takes some time until all players fill their attribute rolls with dice. Each round consists of 4 phases. The first player rolls the dice and places them out on the initiative cards. They determine the order of going to the market and buying cards. Each player chooses an initiative card and places a die from it on their character sheet, and then receives some gold. Of course, if there is such a possibility. Then they perform an attribute action. Each attribute roll allows you to perform a unique action. Strength lets you flip a die to the opposite side, while dexterity roll lets you swap 2 dice. Constitution increases or decreases the face value of any die by 1, while the intelligence allows you to re-roll any die from your character sheet. Wisdom lets you move a trekking token on the alignment card 1 space up, down, left, or right. And Charisma gives you a Charisma token, which may be spent in place of 1 gold when buying a market card. Why do we need all this stuff? At the end of the game, you get reputation stars depending on where and how you place your dice. The class card indicates what total face value of the dice is needed to get in each attribute roll to get stars. Backstory card gives you stars if you have dice on your character sheet that match the color and position of the dice pictured on the backstory card. Each die on a player's character sheet that matches that player's class color is worth 1 reputation star. Do not forget about the alignment card. You check the position of the tracking token on your alignment card and add or subtract the number of reputation stars underneath the tracking token. You can also get stars by purchasing various cards on the market, for example, armor or trade cards. This is to the question of where to spend the money. Good armor always comes handy. There are 3 types of armor in the game, and it is better to focus on one type. That's because at the end of the game, a set of armor also brings stars. So the more parts of one type of armor you collect, the more stars you get. And the character who has the most reputation stars wins the game. After you train your character, teach them various tricks, and usually get used to them, you have to send them on the journey. That's what all this was about, after all. Maybe you'll meet them again someday. And we don't say goodbye as well. Stay tuned.